All right, hey guys, today we're going to be looking at a repair on a 99 Chevrolet Suburban, and we're going to be looking at repairing a stabilizer bar linkage bushing here. So you can see that, this is a pretty common problem when you get a lot of miles on here. These bushings, they wear out, and eventually this thing starts moving around here. Normally you'd have a urethane bushing on the inside and on the bottom of each side. It's a pretty simple repair. What we're going to be using is a couple of ratchets with 13 millimeter sockets. We'll use a long one on the bottom, and we'll use a short one on the top with the nut here. Now, before you start this, like the night before, I recommend a penetrating lubricant to loosen up the rust. I like to use PB Blaster, but anything that's an actual penetrating lubricant should work. It's just a matter of removing the top and the bottom nuts, and then this comes right out, and then I'll show you how you get the new one in. I'm going to be using a GM repair part for this. It's pretty inexpensive if you pick it up on eBay. This is a 12546193 genuine GM replacement bushing linkage, bushing link rather, and that's what I would recommend. This is a 99. This is the original one. You can get another easy, 18, 20 years out of just sticking with GM. All right, here we go. So I've already had this soaking the night before. Shouldn't be too bad. We're going to move the light here so we can, you guys can see. I'm going to put the small one on top, the deep socket on the bottom. We're going to start working these nuts off. It's not too bad to initially break the seal. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to have you guys, necessarily watch this whole video of this. Let me get these nuts off, and I'll show you the next phase. All right, guys, I've got this loosened up. What I'm going to do to speed this up, just for my own sake, I put this socket on my electric ratchet wrench. It's going to make quick work of this since we had it soaking in the PB Blaster the other night. There you go. This is definitely the tool to get. It's coming up Christmas. Have your sons get you one. All right, so this is really just a long bolt at this point, and we're just going to work it up out of the A-arm and up and out of the top of the sway bar, or the stabilizer bar. So here's one of the old urethane bushings here from the bottom. I'm going to start working this guy up to the top. Okay, so it comes apart pretty straightforward. Take all these pieces off. Take this guy up to the top. All right. And then on our new one, I'm just going to reverse the procedure, put our new GM part in. Right, so you're going to take this as the top of the long nut, excuse me, the long bolt, and then here is the nut, very similar to what we just took off. It goes on the bottom. We're just going to remove this, take off the bottom bushing, and again they're tapered, so this end is what's going to go on the bolt end, and this is the end that's going to face down. I'll take these parts down here for just a moment. Just start with on top is you'll start with the head of the bolt, the top washer, and the top bushing. Bring it down through the top of the stabilizer bar. And we'll feed on second bushing. So now we've got the piece that's going to eventually tighten up here. I'm going to feed in the washer, the sleeve. I can get it here without knocking the camera over. Okay, got the other washer and the other bushing. Now what you're going to find is that you're going to have to push up on this stabilizer bar in order to get this into position. You just got to work with it. Kind of twist it a little bit. All right, so, you know, you can, right, you had to put your hand like up about here so you can push up on this bar a little bit. I had to set the camera aside for a moment to get this situated. I'm not quite all the way in there, but just to show you, I'm pushing up on here, and I'm wiggling this assembly over so that I can get it lined up with the hole in the A-arm. Just keep wiggling this over here, pushing up on this guy. Eventually, it'll get there. As soon as it does, you can push the bolt down from the top. All right, and then what you're going to have on the bottom, we're going to put the bottom bushing in, and then we're going to thread this. This is a captive nut on the bottom washer. Now you'll find that this is not quite 3, maybe 4, if you're lucky, 5 threads. It's just barely enough to get the nut started. But it is enough. All right, so you can hear we've got this on here. So it's going to be just enough to tighten up. I'm going to go back to the top of the long bolt with my small socket. And then just to get things going, I'm going to use my electric ratchet here. Now as you tighten this guy up, he'll begin to pull the stabilizer bar down. Now to finish this up, what you need to do is just get a torque wrench. You torque it up to factory specifications from the service manual, and this repair is done. It's that simple, and you're gonna got another, you know, at least 10, hopefully 15 or 20 years out of this repair. I hope this helps you out. Thanks a lot for watching.